What's up, everybody? DGTPO Hard here today to review the Marvel's Legend Allfather Build-A-Way figure Hawkeye figure. This is probably the second figure I was most anticipated for out of the wave because I just like the way this Hawkeye looks. The first for me was obviously the Iron Fist, and right here in the box you got the Avengers logo right here, the Avengers symbol right here. This is, I believe, the second figure, or the only other figure besides Thor that has the Avengers Initiative logo on it. I think, if I take a quick look-see, I think, if I look around me, yeah, I think that's the only two is Thor and Hawkeye, and then on the back you got a picture of Hawkeye, then right there. Marvel's Hawkeye, Master Archer Hawkeye takes down evil from afar. Then you got the other figures in the wave, and then you got the Allfather right there. So let me crack this baby open and we can get into that good old bulk of the review. Also, real quick, I forgot to mention that this comes with the body for the Allfather Build-A-Figure. I did not mention that, and here you go. Here it is. So here he is, the Hawkeye figure. Overall, I like the look of this figure. It's the more classic comic book style of Hawkeye than what you see in his new comic book and with the actual Avengers. Why they didn't go with Clint Barton, I don't know. But I like this figure. I like the way it came out. My ideal, or the Jeremy Renner or whatever his name is, Clint Barton. My ideal one would have been they had the new Hawkeye from his new series, because I like the way he looks there. I mean, it's a pretty simple look. He just kind of has a t-shirt on, but it would have been a cool new style figure to look at. If you want to take a quicker look in here, this is tooled off of the Winter Soldier figure, as you can tell right here by the arm. It's the robotic looking arm, which I don't know why they gave you this arm with it. Because I believe Machine Man also uses the Winter Soldier body, and they don't give him, and they put a different arm on him that doesn't look all mechanical like this. So I don't know why this Hawkeye has that arm. I don't think he has it in the comics. In fact, I can pull that up right here on my phone to see if I'm right, because I don't know much about the history of Hawkeye. Like I said, the first series I read with him is the new one that's out right now. We'll go Hawkeye Classic. Yeah, it doesn't look like he has a robotic arm in many of these, or if any. I mean, right here, that's pretty much what we're looking at right here. So I don't know why they gave you the robotic arm when clearly the Machine Man doesn't have the robotic arm, because I'm pretty sure that was a Winter Soldier redone figure as well. But anyway, look here into the mask, and you got pretty good face sculpt in there. Got a couple wrinkles, definite nose in there. And you got a pretty good painted on mask. Real clean in there. None of that blue or that darker purple. It looks more blue to me on. And then you got the H, which is painted on real nice, it looks like. And then you got the lines, look real clean. And you got the lines that look real clean in there. This figure's real done. You got a little bit of the flesh there on the outer ear, and some of the blue on that outer ear, but that's no big deal really. And then you got blue right here on the shoulder. You got some flesh peeking through right in here, but nothing too major. You got blue on the cover, or blue on the body, or dark purple, whatever you want to call it, on the body. That's pretty much goes all the way through down to the legs. And then you got these purple boots, which are pretty good done. They're kind of a different plastic than what's on the figure. They kind of have a texture to them right here in the cuffs and the boots as well. And you got blue in the gloves, real nice blue, different kind of plastic on there, trying to make it feel kind of leathery, it feels like. And then of course you got this weird robotic arm weird plastic on this arm. To me, this arm, even on the Machine Man figure, when it's not all designed like this, it just feels so flimsy. And since this is my second Hawkeye, because I originally ordered one from, well, this is from Amazon too, but the first one I ordered from Amazon came broken in the package. This piece was completely off. It looked like it wasn't on there. I don't know what happened to it. I pulled it out of the package and it just wasn't attached. And so that testaments to how flimsy I think this are. So when I warmed it up with a heat dryer before I did this, just to kind of loosen it up, and I'm doing a lot better with it. I'm trying to be way more careful with it just in case. And for his little quiver, or whatever these things are called, I don't know, for his little his over armor part, it's a different type of plastic as well as the figure. It's you got some scaly looking designs in here that have a real nice texture to them, and that's all painted well. It's all painted well through here. None of that purple seeps through with the blue. And then same thing, you got a real nice silver application right there, and you got some wrinkles here in the belt. Now this is removable, I believe. At least it looks like it is. I don't know if it will actually go over his head. Doesn't look like it's gonna go off his head. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So I guess maybe it just is for you to, I guess it just loosens up so maybe you can move it around, because yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to go off his head at all. Not even if you, yeah, it's not going to go off his head. So you put that, so it's not removable by any means. And for articulation, you're going to get a very good look back, and then you're going to get a very good look down. Get side to side. Or not side to side, but you got around, and that for arms, I'm going to do this arm. You're going to get all the way around, and you hear that clicking in there. That's fine. That's what it's supposed to do. You got out, and you got to kind of, if you want to make it go out like that, then you got upper arm rotation. You got double jointed elbows. Then you got around in the wrist, and then you got you should have in and outs for a little. You do a little bit on this one. You see it's kind of restricted by the cuff link, but it goes back pretty good, and you'll get that on the other arm, but I'm not going to mess around with that just for fear of snapping it off. And you do get pretty good waist rotation. You would get, if this comes off, you would get a pretty good ab crunch, but it doesn't come off, like I said. But I guess if you unhooked it and really wanted to ab crunch them and then maybe hook it back on, I guess you could. Maybe. Don't know if he'll hook back on while he's crunched. Doesn't. Oh, I guess it does a little bit. So if you wanted to crunch him, I guess you could. But it doesn't look like he's really supposed to. And like I said, you get waist rotation, and then you'll get a out about this far, and then you'll get back about this far. You get thigh rotation, and then this stupid thing is in the way, and then you'll get the double jointed knee, and then you'll get calf rotation, and then you'll get down, up, and beautiful ankle pivot. For accessories, he comes with one bag of bows, which don't come out. They just stay there, which sucks. It sucks. You probably want a bow to come with Hawkeye. I mean, what's the point of posing him with the bow if it doesn't come with an arrow? Yeah, I meant an arrow. The arrows don't come out. Sorry, wow. Brain fart, major malfunction. The arrows don't come out, and you would really probably want an arrow for Hawkeye for him to pose. You know, you'd really want him to have that bow to pose with, but I guess they decided not to give you one for whatever reason. I'm trying to figure out how to. Okay. I want to make sure I can hook this up right for you. Where does it look like he's holding the bow at? Right here? Maybe. Maybe not. And then you could, oops, put that back on like that, and then you could pose them up. I would assume it's supposed to go in like this. That looks like it's supposed to be the handle, but it doesn't look like it really wants to fit right there. I guess you could go like this. There you go. Got it like that, and make it look like he's about to grab an arrow, but in reality, he doesn't have an arrow. So that kind of sucks that they don't give you an arrow, but there's that. Overall, this figure to me, since it was my second most anticipated figure, I really like the figure, but is it the greatest figure from this line? No. I mean, like I said, you probably wish you could have a bow or an arrow instead of just kind of not having nothing. And like I said, this part, you can't really pull back that part at all, if any, because it's not really a movable material. Trying to get them posed up, but I'm not going to be able to do it myself on camera. It'll take too much time. I'll be too silent because I'll be focusing too hard. But this is a pretty good figure. Like I said, the paint's well done on it. Like I said, my only biggest complaint is this arm, and that's my complaint for all the Winter Soldier figures, is it just always feels flimsy to me, and I don't like how they gave you the metal, mechanical looking arm on him when it should just be a flesh arm. But I guess you get what you get, and but overall, I like this. Like I said, I like the classic look of Hawkeye. It's not my favorite look. I like the newer series look of him, but I like this over the Jeremy Renner look because I don't like Jeremy Renner really. And so, yeah, if I rated this figure, it'd probably be a 7 out of a 10, which puts it on the lower figure scale of this, because it's not the greatest figure. Like I said, it lacks in articulation because of this over part, and I mean, I don't like the arm, and the accessories should have been way better, you would think, but I guess you get what you get in the terms of Hasbro, you know. And maybe if I can just kind of put it on like so, maybe a little bit, kind of got it. But there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. Like I said, we're almost there. We're almost to the completion of the Allfather. I mean, if you're not watching this in chronological order, this is the second to last review of until I do Thor, and then after that will be the Allfather review. So I hope you guys liked it. Subscribe, drop a comment below, tell me what you like, tell me if you like this Hawkeye, tell me if there's a better Hawkeye out there figure I should get and compare. Please follow me on social media. That's at DGTPOR on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's DGTPOR. If not, you can follow me in the links below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought. DGTPOR out.